Welcome in. We are on round 4 winners bracket here. We got team Ariandel versus Zero Practice. Zero Practice is obviously killing, and we got my boy Brett here co-casting with me. How you feeling today? What do you think about these sets when we got the Skull Merchant, you know, the Knight and the Ghost Face?
Yeah, I'm very interested actually, because in the previous rounds they've all been chase-focused things, chase-focused killers, and now with a more macro-heavy Skull Merchant Knight, chase isn't as important. So I'm excited to see how these teams adapt, and obviously it's 2 of the best Russian teams in the game, so it's definitely going to be a fun matchup either way.
Yeah, I'm excited. I love watching teams play, you know, against each other, especially when they're from the same region, right? Because, you know, ping's not an issue here. So, like, you know, you'll see really good loops and stuff here. I haven't really seen the Skull Merchant play too much in the comp scene here, but as you can see, they're making very good use of their drones, trying to get that undetectable status, you know, and that speed boost status here. I wonder what Lee Magic was doing here.
Just avoiding the radar, make sure that doesn't get the tag from that.
But unfortunately, it does here. Oh, we see Ruin coming down already.
Oh, Ruin's that is pretty rough for Tritrick actually, because basically no Ruin value through the entire game, playing with 3 perks now. And obviously, as we see an endgame perk, only 2 perks to slow the game down, and Magic's doing a great job in this chase, really. Does finally go down, but that was a decently long chase, so I would not be surprised to pick up with generators popping.
Did you see that her neck? That was crazy.
Yeah. But to be fair, there wasn't too much jump pressure around the board actually. Maybe because we did see 2 people in that chase for a while, so the jump pressure not as high. But coming through to take the hit, we'll see if the wiggle out does come through, but it doesn't.
Nope. And we don't see a stack of pain res coming in either. Probably just gonna save it for later on here. I mean, this is a very good start from both teams. Let's see what survivors are doing now.
Yeah. I mean, that injury's got to be pretty rough, because that's going to take some time out of the game for Excise. He's just got to go sit on that pallet, as we see, doing basically nothing. No jump pressure, can't pressure the hook. But we do see the unhook come through pretty early with Tritrick extended, so... See, Lemmagic doesn't get too much distance, Tritrick can make for the tunnel out. We'll see if Lemmagic can make this worth it.
Yeah, they got Decisive Strike in the back pocket here, so if they can make this chase last a decent amount of time and use that Decisive Strike here, it could come in handy, as we see our first generator popping for the survivors here. Off to a great start so far.
Yeah, and Lemmagic gets the distance to get the Ormentile. Overall, not the greatest setup around this area, but Lemagic's doing a great job of utilizing it all.
Wow!
Well, forces the grab, so that will be DS coming through there. And yeah, Lemagic's just showing how skillful they are.
Yeah, seriously.
Tritrick still coming from the tunnel out, but...
Yep, let's see what survivors are doing.
Yeah, this has got to be quick down, otherwise it's going to be very costly.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, the risk of bringing Ruin into the game is that it can be cleansed extremely fast.
Yeah. I did think Hardwell was in the area, so maybe trying to support Chase in a bit, but...
Yeah, it looks
It was in such a tight situation there, but won the 50s perfectly. And now has so much distance to get away towards the main building, to the eye loop as well.
Yeah, look how much...
The Magic was... Yeah.
Just look how much value they got off of Decisive Strike here, just able to make this chase that much longer. And if I'm not mistaken, they haven't even used Shaq yet. And we see that we have Hardwell coming in, trying to come in for a hit here. Probably going to do that so that Lee Magic can make it to the... oh no, decides to break off and go for Lee Magic.
It's introducing the drone. Yeah, and Hardwell knows. I mean, Tritrick knows Hardwell is in a pretty rough situation there. I don't think Hardwell expected to get injured from the drone. So now Hardwell just forcing basement, which prevents pain risk. So again, it's going to be a hook, but no slowdown. Tunnel out's lost, but it's still progress. That chase was getting excessively long, and if that continued anymore, it would be looking terrible for Tritrick.
Yeah, survivors are putting up a lot of pressure here. This is amazing so far, and no stacks of pain res have been used here, and we have Deliverance up here on IPIC. Almost about to pop another 4th generator here for the team. Okay, we're back on Lee Magic, the tunnel out here. Let's see how they do this here.
Yeah, and obviously it's still the pain res on it, so it's not that costly going for the second stage. Obviously it's less points, but at this point, you're not really going to be going for a death rally. Because you'd imagine they get endgame unless Tritrick pulls off something insane. Exercise gets injured from a drone somewhere in the distance. I think Ipic's there to support as well. And Tritic will just be going back to the hook. But yeah, one there was that Ariandel doing such a good job on the chases that Tritic just hasn't been able to play the macro playstyle that Skull Merchant needs to do well.
Yeah, seriously,
Because
man.
it's just been all chases.
Yeah,
and obviously macro.
Dude, they are just putting pressure on. Yeah, they're putting pressure on here, and you know, Zero Practice is not able to do anything here. It does look like they're gonna go down, and we do see another down here. Exactly.
You've got to hope there's going to be a painter somewhere nearby. Otherwise, it's looking pretty dangerous. Not too much gen pressure around the board, actually. Does have 2 survivors injured. The gen split is not the greatest. You see 2 close on this side, and then 1 all the way in the corner. So it's going to be pretty difficult for Tritic to defend those. But
wow, man, they're playing amazingly well here. Ariandel proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the world here. It's not over yet, though. Zero Practice does have Noed in the back pocket.
No.
And, you know, and we've seen Noed come in handy here, especially when survivors don't expect it. Oh, another down here on Lee Magic.
Especially with that fast down. Yeah, Tritic's done a good job now that it's gone to 1 gen remaining, just getting downs faster. And now is up a 4. And he's not really allowing too much gen pressure with the Painter stacks now coming through. He's starting to get this game back in his favor, but obviously Ariandel's still in a very strong position right now.
And we only see 1 survivor on a generator right now. It looks like they're going to try to reset here on the Fang here, maybe?
Yeah. Not sure. I think does still have will make it active, so.
Does hear Hardwell. Alan's landing? Let's see.
Hope so. Yeah. So it's going to be some good distance, but I'm not sure if there's too much left in this area. There's been a lot of chases. We see a TNL. We know the pallet's down in that pallet gym, but overall there's not too much, so Hardwell's going to have a difficult task to keep this for very long. Oh, very questionable hit through that window, but now that's the 5th stage. It was a very slow start from Tritic, but it's building slowly, and now 2 stages on Hardwell, 2 on La Magic, 1 on Excise, so.
Yeah, they're coming back a little bit. Like you said, the beginning of the game was very slow here, but now they're able to put that pressure and play, you know, the Skull Merchant. We didn't have no stacks of pain res, and now we have 3 gone. And survivors, they're feeling the pressure now, and they got to be careful here because there is 2 on Death Hook, and it could change quickly as both of them are on hook and are injured here. Let's see how the Skull Merchant continues to play here.
Yeah, I think honestly, saving the pain res's have done wonders for Tritic because, yes, the early game was slow, but now it's got to 1 gen left, and it's been 3 pain res's with 1 generator left, all on the same generator, really. So, just having that constant decline of gen pressure is pretty difficult to handle, especially with Tritic now getting much faster downs. Seem to have caught Ipic in a pretty bad spot around the edge map, but Ipic just winning the mind games, getting away comfortably. And now Tritic going for the tunnel out or not, splits to get onto the jet as it's been doubled. And now will be going back to La Magic. They need a gen for this down. Otherwise, 3 survivors up, 3v1. It would be looking pretty dangerous for Ariandel. So they're going to need a gen for this chase, really.
Oh my god, the mind games here. Oh.
A great job by La Magic's being so patient. La Magic's done such a great job with chase this entire game and continues to do so even near the end now.
Nice, gets her finally.
And I think there's a lot of survivors in the area. They're still trying to pressure that gen. So I'm not sure something's going to pop. They get a firecracker, does not
my goodness.
hit.
Almost had
That would have been huge if that hit, but not to be. And now Ariandel are in a pretty difficult situation because they got pressure on that 1 gen close by. Oh, they have this gen 99, so it will be endgame.
Let's see how the killer continues to play it here with Noed in the back pocket here. Might be able to get the ace off that generator. I mean, off that door. They need to hurry up. It looks like it's not going to be in time, though. Oh, it is. It is. They're going to be able to pressure him off of it.
Yeah, Tritic's ideally going to be looking for iPick in this situation, as they haven't been hooked at all. 3 extra stages.
Right.
But right now, just committing for Excise, because Excise is only 1 stage. It's the second best at this point of survivors, and you got to think iPick's probably stealthing right now. So gets the down quickly, so maybe able to build off of this into more. It's going to slug it. Hardware gets the gate open nearby, stays in, so they're going to be wanting to play for more.
Yeah, maybe gonna have Disable here come in and you know get him picked up, but we'll see here. They need to be careful.
Whatever they do is going to be risky with Noah still active, but by the looks of it, I think they're just leaving, taking those 2 out. And that will be 8 stages for Tritrick, which, with the start, is a very respectable result. Pretty rough start, brought it back when that 1 gen left was, and then now this set can go either way, really, because 8 stages is probably the benchmark for a Skull Merchant, where you want to be.
Alright guys, we appreciate everybody coming in here. We are going to get set up for the next game. If you guys haven't already, !YT and Discord if you guys want to join, and we will be right back with the next match.
Alrighty, we are back with set 2 of this matchup between Ariandel and Zero Practice. That first set was very entertaining, actually. We ended up in an 8-stage result from Tritrick, and now iPick looking to beat it with a 9-stage win con. It's a very doable win con, but still gonna need a good performance. And Sick, I want to know, do you think that iPick can do this?
I mean, it's not impossible, yeah. You know what I mean? Especially because, like, last game, you saw how slow the game was, and then the Skull Merchant started to pick up, you know, the pressure here. So as long as they have a very good beginning game here, and you know, build that pressure, then it's more than doable. But we'll see how they play here. Already getting our first hit here on the detective tap. Very nice.
Yeah, and as this chase continues, I want to actually know your opinions on the build we see from iPick, because it's very hex heavy. I want to know what your thoughts on that are.
Well, what's good about this is that even if like Ruin goes down very quickly here, it takes a long time with Thrill of the Hunt. You know what I'm saying, with that 50% longer, like, you know, cleansing time. And then if they do lose Ruin, they have a backup, which is Pentimento. And then if you try to cleanse Pentimento, it's going to take 40% longer with, you know, Thrill of the Hunt. So it's really, it's really heavy here, but it's not bad. I already see him coming and taking a hit here. Oh, doesn't get it though.
Just round it.
Wow, very nice.
An insane swing from iPick. I thought that was some pretty solid body blocking from Kurzep, but apparently not good enough. Will they get this generator for the hook before Painrez comes through? iPick's having to go a long way for it, but does get it just in time.
Oh, that's crazy. Just like literally last second here.
Yeah.
We might just see the survivors not even try to go for the totems here, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of time that's going to be wasted regardless. You know what I mean? Especially in the beginning of the game, you know what I mean? And it's a chance that they might not even cleanse Ruin. It could be Thrill of the Hunt, which would be ideal, but it's really rare that it is Thrill of the Hunt the first time, but...
Yeah, the survivors going to have to make a decision on their playstyle, but I wouldn't say there's that much of a wrong decision. They've just got to play into that playstyle well enough to execute it. Also, one thing, that hook has been right next to where that high pressure gen was, so that gen is going to be regressing a lot, and that's going to be a lot of time wasted for Zero Practice survivors.
Yep, another 10% right there off that the skill check.
The little things like that can never hurt.
Get another generator popping. We're about to see a second stage here. I mean, this is a very good start so far for the, you know, the Ariandel's killer here.
Yeah, but to be fair, I will give credit to Zero Practice, because with that hook being on the gen, you'd think they'd lose a lot of pressure. But 2 gens 4-second stage isn't too bad of
and they got
outcome.
the unhook too underneath the nose. Wow.
Yeah, it was a very fast unhook going into the second stage though, so if this chase is quick, then... Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Yeah. That's not ideal, really. So yeah, this is going to need to be a solid chase from Sayora. But it's in the middle of the map, has some decent tiles, so if they play it well enough, should be able to connect to some better loops. Is going to need to win these 50s though.
Yes. This chase is going to be very important, because a 1v3 at 3 generators here is not going to be ideal for them, especially based off of the win con here. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, we'll see. Doesn't
I
make
think they all
it
be going
nowhere.
down. They tried to get the hit tank coming through. I believe it was Anne, but they just couldn't get in front of iPick. So yeah, it was good coordination, just the execution wasn't quite there. And now 3v1, 2 gens remaining. I don't think there's that tight of a 3 gens. That is the main thing right now, because as we know, Skull Merchant and a 3 gens can be devastating. Yeah. So
Especially with this perk layout here, you know what I mean? Like with Ruin, she can
Oh,
easily
yeah.
harass the survivors.
yeah, but looking at the gen spread, they seem to be alright on that front. It is kind of, but it's not the largest in that middle top side area.
Especially if they can get one gen done here, that split right there with that gen that's right here
Yeah.
is amazing here. And it's really well. But it's gonna be all up to user if they're gonna be able to do this here.
Yeah, and a pretty good chase location because it's right in this corner of the map.
Away from
But
this
still,
region.
Kurzep's going to need to keep it up for a while to make it worthwhile. And does get it just in time. The gen pops. Kurzep goes down almost simultaneously, but it is good enough for zero practice.
Ooh, and we'll see if they get hit with the pain res here. This is gonna be very important. If there's no pain, yes, it is pain res. Okay.
Yeah, but that gen's still going to be very high. And honestly, I've just been really impressed by zero practice gen pressure. Like,
Yeah, they've been doing really nice.
yeah, to be fair, only 1 stack of painters has been applied. But overall,
Wow! They finished that gen too. That's amazing. Their gen pressure was insane here.
yeah, it's really getting the job done. And now iPick's going to need a huge endgame to make this worth it. No Noed, so Anne does get injured, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. But iPick's going back to the hook, actually. He's going to want either Anne or Zycy. Ideally, that is 3 stages. And I believe 3 stages would match the win con, so it'd be tie. But I believe iPick's on Kurzep here, actually, so Kurzep would not be enough. Oh no, not Zycy or Anne would not be enough either, because that would only be 7 stages, actually. So no matter what happens, iPick needs to get 2 survivors.
They are getting this door open here. And
Yeah,
the
they're
score
gonna
was
get that
19
one
to
open.
19, so we'll see here if they're able to tie it here.
Zycy going over to it, that's going to be 2 able to escape. And also trying to make their way over. Got a lot of distance with that life, and I think might be able to make it as well.
Yeah, they will.
Oh, the hatch right there helps out, of course, and that is a
Yep.
3 out 4 stages.
So, yep, Zero Practice does take the set here, guys. Very nice here. They were playing... Unfortunately, like, with what happened here is that they weren't getting a lot of value out of Ruin and stuff. So, unfortunately, those perks were basically useless. The survivors decided not to go for it and was just focused on the gens here, and that was able to make them win this win con here, guys. So, we are going to get set up with the next set. It is going to be the night on Dead Dog Saloon, and let's see how they play here. Ariandel has to win this set, or they will be knocked down to the loser's bracket. Guys, if you haven't already, exclamation point YT in Discord, and we will see you guys in the next set. Alright, we had a mishap here in the stream. It just crashed, but we're gonna be back up now. So sorry about that, guys, for everybody that's here. Womp womp, it happens.
Yeah, now, and going down, 2 injured survivors, iPick with a lot of pressure. So, I think iPick's just going to be looking to try end it here. Finds Kurzep, and really can just make this into a snowball. Kurzep not in the greatest position, has balance, the pick does come through, however. Kurzep all the way on the other side of the map, so will be pretty difficult for iPick to build onto that, and we'll just take the hook.
Very nice here.
Yeah, and that secures the 2v1 actually. Looks like they're going for a reset. But with not too much pressure on any of their gens, this is going to be very difficult as the guard comes through, so they don't even get the heal off in time. The guard just getting Sarah in the last second of the heal. And that's got to secure it, you have to think.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It is going to secure it. There's nothing that they're going to be able to do here that's going to change the outcome of this match. It's going to be a 4K at 1 generator, unless, I don't know, unless the survivor can somehow loop the killer long enough for the, you know, Sorora to go to death from bleed out, but...
I mean, it is possible, but it's highly unlikely at this stage, you gotta think, as that tag does come through.
Oh, they had Unbreakable!
Oh, the Unbreakable and Sayora. So, Zero Practice still breathing, barely, but still up right now. Like, this has been a dominant performance from iPic, but Zero Practice had their moments in it. They've definitely fought well. And still trying to make something out of this here. As iPic forced to leave the chase. Just wants to guarantee no gens get done. Sayora nowhere in sight though, so... I do wonder what Zero Practice's game plan is right now, but gets found in this edge map. And now forced into the corner, you gotta think that's gonna be a down.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. I think going for the slug. So we'll see if... Not really too much Anne can do here, as there's no substantial pressure on any of the gens, really. And even with getting the pickup, it wouldn't mean too much. Wherever Anne is, they're doing a good job of stealthing.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's over here hiding in the corner, not trying to get caught. He is injured, so unfortunately, he isn't going to have the element of surprise here. He's gonna, if the killer does get relatively close, he will find him.
That is one thing about Dead Dog. Stealth on this map is pretty disgusting with those bushes that just cover survivors so well. Like, and I think it just seems pretty lost right now. Going to the basement, obviously, you know Anne isn't there. But Anne's also not near the unhooks. I mean, the pickup, so...
We'll see if they find him.
Yeah. Obviously, going to the basement is going to waste time, but...
You know, Ariandel came in, and they're showing that they want to win this set and stay in and go to the tiebreaker set with Ghostface on Midwich here. But we'll see, because if they bleed out here, it will make it a little bit easier for their killer to meet that win con.
Yeah, and Sayora is completely gone from where they got downed. Like, he's across the other side of the map, so... It will be a difficult task to find them, but... I think does actually find them by the gate. Maybe a bit of luck there. Decides to take the hook finally is, and stealthing very well.
Yeah, they don't want to bleed out here. They'd rather just do this and take the 50-50 as the shack.
Yeah. And in that first set, you've got to think both... Sayora wiggles out, actually, so... Just really not making it easy for iPic to secure this 4K1. Again, gonna need an amazing chase for it to make it worthwhile, and not even going for a generator. Just letting Sayora die across the map. Hopefully trying to play to somehow get an out, whether that's through hatch or gate.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're not death hooks, so when he hooks them, he will have enough time to go back to the you know, shack and prevent the hatch play. So.
So unless Anne somehow runs in last second to get the hatch under iPic's nose, he's gonna have to be going for the gates. And I'm not sure on the gates though, actually. I believe one's in that 7 corner. I'm not sure on the other one. But obviously Knight can protect them pretty well because center guard's so far. It's gonna be a difficult task to get the out, even with playing for the gates 50s. And he's actually near the unhook, so... yeah, and he's gonna go get that.
Oh, very risky here, but does get it. So
they're gonna need to... Yeah. Because they cannot let them both get found right now, but they're going in the same direction, so... Pretty risky. Maybe they're trying to play for the reset. I think that's what they were trying to go for, but... Obviously, iPic knows the rough area.
Yeah, if he sets a guard down here in this area and he sees this one, we'll see here.
Yeah, finds Anne in the corner. Zoro's made some good distance though.
Oh,
But
I
I
think
think
he
he's
saw
looking
him.
straight in the right direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he saw him. It's gonna, yeah. We'll see here.
Let's see. Zoro got some good distance, so no scratch marks around right now, at least. Yeah, Zero Practice is really not making it easy for iPic to secure at all.
Wait, he was managed to get away here.
Yeah, it's very nice to
Are
open
you
that
sure
corner.
your stream is still online?
It's a 10-minute delay. I have to wait 10 minutes for it to come back up.
Okay, gotcha. Just making sure.
He did see him, but he was able to get away. Wait. Oh no, he found
Oh.
him. Look.
So
Oh,
finally,
wow. Able to
iPic
get
secures the 4K1. Zero Practice not going down easy, but do go down all the same.
That was very nice. But they did drag that on.
Certainly, and it didn't mean much in the end, but obviously, in this rough situation, you want to try, just do whatever you can to get somewhat of a better result. So you've got to respect the performance from Zero Practice, but iPic just plays so well. All the guards were so well placed in chase and protection.
Yeah, very nice.
So
here.
looking for Anne here. Maybe Anne can get a bleed out. Maybe this hustle they've been doing will be worthwhile, slightly.
Oh, maybe
if
not
Anne
because
does
he's
do
going
that.
to the right corner. Yeah, he's gonna find him. Oh, maybe not. Well,
Yeah, also I will say, we still auto-didact on Anne. Only one stack, so we can see that just did not get value at all, and probably was more of a hindrance, as that one stack is going to negate a lot of healing, so an interesting choice from there. Obviously, auto-didact's a very... It can go so well for you or so bad, and clearly in this one, did not go in Zero Practice's favor. See, Andy's getting very close to bleed out, so this is getting into some dangerous territory for iPic. Well, not too dangerous, obviously, as the 4K1 is still an amazing result.
right.
But it's something at least for Zero Practice. As you know, every point can make a difference. iPic is starting to search around where Anne was, but she's not going into that corner at all.
Oh, he's gonna find him at the last second. Maybe. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
So the score here is gonna be 28-12. If Ariandel wins 5 here, they're gonna have to pop all 4 generators. All 5 generators, my bad, sorry. And this would go to a tiebreaker
Yeah.
here.
Ariandel, they were down, but just coming into the second set in a dominant fashion, trying to force the tiebreaker, and well, they've done it very effectively. And it's going to be quite the task for Zero Practice if they want to get the sweep here. Ariandel putting them in a really tough position. But we'll see, because Knight is a difficult killer to handle.
Alright guys, we are gonna get set up with this next set here. I mean the next round of this set here. And we will be right back. Alrighty, welcome back ladies and gentlemen. We are in the second game of the second set here. We have Zero Practice killing as the Knight against Ariandel survivors. The win con here is gonna be a 4K at least 1 generator. That will be the tie. If they can do it at 2 generators, they win the set here. But let's see how they play. Knowing this win con, Brad, how do you think these survivors are gonna play continuing on in this game?
Well, just looking at it from the Wincon perspective, altruism just out the window. They need to get all 5 gens done, so just focus on the gens, power through them as fast as possible, get that gen pressure going.
Ruin gone already.
And yeah, that's gonna be a big help to it as well. So yeah, just trying to play very gen focused, basically.
It finds a Sable here.
I-
It looks like the ace is getting away now.
But it is still going to be a tag onto iPic, so 2 injuries now in this early game. As then second Hex Totem gets cleansed. Crowd control that one was. So Tragic having to get a 4k1 with 2 perks now. And 1 perk in a minute as Corrupt's going to be gone. So once again, Traitric's Hex Burst just not doing the work for him. Ariandel doing a great job of finding them. It is a relatively early down, so will be interesting to see if a gem pops or not. Obviously, with Pain Res potentially going to be applied.
And we do see Pain Res coming in.
Yeah, but seems like Ariandel don't have gens anywhere on any pressure at all, really. So does make me question what was happening in that early game, but whatever it was, they're going to need to step it up if they want to get all these 5 gens. See, La Magic going to pressure the pole. I'm not sure if that will be enough distance to get the trade. So yeah, just going to play this pallet next to it. Does get tagged and will just be a trade, but that's very early on in the hook cycle.
Does have deliverance though, so that is something to work with. We do see our second stack of Pain Res here, but only 2 more left, and then there is no more slowdown. You know, so it's not too bad, especially because she does have deliverance. But we'll see how they continue to play here. They need to be careful.
Yeah, those 2 gens now getting relatively high pressure, and with the Pain Res 2 stacks being taken already, obviously it's not ideal, but that's going to be less work for Ariandel to have to deal with when they get closer to the Wincon, of course. Need to put all 5 gens. And when these 2 Pain Res stacks are gone, Tragic's got nothing. Nothing to slow down the game, nothing to help out in chase. So it's going to be a difficult task if Ariandel keep doing a good job.
See our first generator popping here. 4 more to pop here, and then they will win the set.
And Tragic kind of just patrolling around this bottom side, not really finding anyone, and lets Ariandel recover from what was not the greatest start, but not too bad as well either. So Exercise does get found in the corner though. Avoids the guard very well, able to get into the edge map. Will still be taking a tag. And Overcome is going to do a lot of work there, get Exercise towards that main building. As we know, very powerful. It gets caught on the heart, however, though. So loses quite a lot of distance as iPick comes in to take the guard. Very nice coordination there.
Yeah, that was very
Exercise
nice.
getting stuck on the box again. Still able to make it to the pallet though. As iPick takes the tag from the guard, so some nice bonus pressure for Tritrick. And now Exercise trapped in that corner, so can't really do much other than just go to the edge and take the down with the GC.
Very nice down here. Just 3 more generators to pop here. Let's see. Is this going to be a stack of Pain Res or? It is.
Pain Res has already been
Yeah,
used
yeah,
on
okay, yeah, it has already been. Yep.
Exercise. This is the second stage.
All right, we do see the reset coming in here. Now survivors play this here. They got to be careful. They need to pop at least 1 more generator before the second stage. I mean, the death hook. I mean, the death comes in here.
Sure.
In exile.
Yeah, and Ariandel have done the complete opposite of what I said in that start of the game with playing very gen focused. They've been very altruistic. You see all survivors healthy, apart from Exercise who's just brought on the hook. They're going for unhooks quick, and they need long chases to be able to make this worth it. So far, hasn't been too detrimental for it. But 1 wrong swing, and this could go very bad for Ariandel. But it's working out so far, and can definitely see them to the finish line. As you see, I believe Exercise is in chase, is in the same rough position in that corner. Getting trapped once again. But Hardwell takes the guard, so able to make it out of there. I think only has the distance to make this tiny little pallet on the corner though. So even still, making it from a bad position even into another bad position.
Ooh, coming in to take the hit here. Let's see if they're able to. Oh, they are able to. Very nice here. That's exactly what they needed. They did not want that down to come, you know, that quickly. And survivors are on another generator. Let's see if they're on the second one. Yep, we see 2 generators being worked on. This is very nice here. They should be able to pop both generators before Exile goes down here, which is very nice. They just need to pop one more after this.
Yeah, and Hardwell just doing a great job of supporting that chase and takes the guard again. Like, what's it? Exile was trapped in that corner by the house. Hardwell managed to get them out there as he goes down. Once again, trapped in that 11 corner with the small pallet. Hardwell was able to get them out of there, so no tunnel out coming through. Hardwell will get hooked, there will be pain res. But I don't think that pain res is going to do anything, really.
No, it's really not.
So get the gen in time.
And we are at the tie right now, so far.
So yeah, Tritic cannot let any more gens pop if they want to secure the 2-0 win. But it's going to be a tough task for sure. See, once again, Ariandel just playing pretty passive. Only iPick was on the generator, is now being forced off. But yeah, this passive playstyle, they needed those long chases to work out, and that's what just happened. Excise being able to keep up for a while, forcing the onto Hardwell. And it was quite a while before any down took place. iPick doing a great job on this tiny pallet, winning all the 50s. Does finally get tagged there.
Let's see if survivors are pressuring generators here. We do see, yep, we see double up right here while Hardwell is resetting here. This would be the last stack of pain res here, so if they go down, you know, not too much progression here, so they need to be careful though.
Yeah. Once again, I think making it to the main building is the safest place to be. And that's one thing I feel like we didn't see too. Hardwell trying to support. Takes the tag and then gets down by the guard as well. So yeah, Hardwell did a great job of protecting Excise, but couldn't do that well this time around. But this pressure is slowly building around the map.
Yeah, it is. They can go for the save here or not. It just depends. They just got to pressure this last generator here and make it count. And then if they pop this generator, they will move on to the tiebreaker set. Let's see.
Yeah, and with all 4 survivors up, Tritric is doing a good job in these chases, keeping them relatively short. So I think, yeah, iPick goes down pretty shortly again. Is the pain res stack?
Yep.
Yeah. But just with all 4 survivors up, this pretty spread gen split, it's so hard to keep any major pressure on the survivors. And that's 2 on there, gets the pain res.
Well, let's see here. That's the last stack. No more slowdown here. Killer has applied all of it. We'll see. This is coming down
with
to
no flex to rely on.
Yeah, I know exactly. There's no perk. Yeah, all of them are gone.
Ooh, Excise gets caught on the guard trying to go for the save. Looks like they're still going for it. Oh, this gen is such high pressure though.
Oh yeah, no, they're getting it. They're getting it 100%.
Yeah.
Yep, there's no doubt about it. So they
very
do.
nice play by Excise actually.
Yeah, to get the killer's attention, and they do finish this here. So we are going to be going to the tiebreaker here. They were able to get it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Zero Practice did a great job here, but unfortunately, Ruin and Crowd Control was just cleansed in the very beginning of the match, so 2 perks were just gone off the beginning here, and it was unfortunate for them.
Yeah, Tritric only really having pain res to rely on. And Ariandel brought it close for sure, but get the job done in this second set, so we will be moving on to a tiebreaker, which I believe is Ghostface.
Yes, it is. A mid-witch.
Oh, yeah, another macro-heavy set. As Tritric getting multiple downs here, getting some big endgame points in at least. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how this one goes because both sets have been very close, I will say. A very good matchup between these 2 teams.
All they have to do, I mean, they don't even have to leave. They still win the set, but they might as well just get out of here. Very nice. Ariandel hanging on by a thread here. I mean, very good. It really did come down to it. I wonder what would have happened if they weren't able to get crowd control and Ruin out of the way, if he would have got more value out of it and a little bit more slowdown here. But like you said, you know, that is the disadvantages of bringing a Hex first, is that, you know, it can come back to bite you.
Yeah, and it really did for Tritrick, because playing at the disadvantaged position they were in did a really good job, to be fair. Brought it so close, but just did not have enough to see it through.
Alrighty, guys, we will be back with the Ghostface tiebreaker set here in just a moment. We appreciate everybody. If you haven't already, !YT in Discord in the chat.
And we are back with the tiebreaker now of this matchup between Zeropretz and Ariandel. It's been a very close one so far. Tritrick trying to pull through for Zeropretz on the Ghostface. Another very macro heavy set. Get some nice early stalk on Hardwell, actually.
Oh my god, 99 already.
Yeah, that could come in huge later on in the game. 'Cause I don't think Hardwell noticed that Tritrick was in that corner, sneaking around like a thief in the night. And Excise gets some stalk in there, but not anything substantial. And now Tritrick searching for some more survivors around these corridors. These corridors are going to be rough for Ariandel, as we've already seen. They're so foggy, and Tritrick can get some good stalk across them. And now going on to Hardwell. Hardwell's 99'd, but Arima does come across. Tritrick decided to take that one as well. Nice pallet stun, and it's getting caught on the corner there.
But you know that when they drop the pallet, though, like, obviously, this is base kit that every Ghostface brings, the green add-on that we see. When you kick a pallet, you get your shroud back instantly. And so that they know it. And we already have 3 survivors stocked up really well here.
Yeah. Tritrick not really committing for anything, but just slowly building this stalk. And setting up for what Tritrick is hoping for, a very powerful mid-game. You see Excise utilizing the actual rooms this time, because, like I said, you do not want to get caught in that corridor. It can be so hard to get out, but so much free stalk, as you've already seen. And that is 3 survivors, almost fully 99'd right now. So, LaMagic completely out of the action.
They are playing very careful here, because they know that, like, he can go into his shroud at any time. Does she make enough distance to make it to this pallet here?
And it's close.
Oh, barely does. That's very huge here.
That's going to be so much distance for Hardwell. He's able to make it so far along the map now. And that stalk not paying off, really.
Nope.
As Tritrick decommits. As you do see, it is the knife sheath add-on. But even still, that extra speed bonus not able to do it. And now, LaMagic 99'd. And also we see that, yeah, a very interesting perk choice, so we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, I do see it coming into handy, though, if he definitely gets another stack of it, too, because, you know, being that much faster, especially with, you know, like, he could have caught up to Hardwell in that situation where he got him with that God pallet here, and I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to get 3 stacks and then push off and go find other survivors here. Ooh, 99 here, too, as well.
Yeah, back onto LaMagic. Just decides to decommit once again. Did get chased, so it's another stack of play with your food. First gen coming through. Tritrick is playing slow, is going to need something here, and is going for Arima. We see he's just so fast with that knife sheath and the 2 stacks. 99's LaMagic as well, so no one able to take a tag. LaMagic going down. And Tritrick going for more. Wants Arima as well. Just decides to settle with LaMagic finally.
Very nice here. 1 stack of Daybreath coming in.
It is a lost stack of play with your food. I'm sure Tritrick's not too upset about that. And I want to know what you think of this playstyle plays, because
I think it's very risky here, right? Because like what you said, play with your food, you can have some value of it, but or none at the same time. But with, you know, obviously Ghostface being able to stalk you and expose you, it can come in handy here, and we do have no edge. So if he can get to the stacks and play with your food, it could be a very crazy end game here. But we'll see how they continue on. Very excited.
I think Tritrick just losing Excise there, but does catch him on this loop. Next, just doing a great job not allowing Tritic to get any visuals on him. Gets him out of stalk.
Decides to leave him.
Yeah. Just look how slow the stalk recharge there. Would have been a long while to wait.
Right, which makes
If
sense on
Tritic
why he
wanted
did
to
what
get
he
that.
did.
Yeah, not wanting to lose that stalk progress that they got on Excise. It's just hard one. Yeah. This is multiple times now Tritic's come across 2 survivors, so Ariandel are playing very grouped up overall. Hardwell leaves the magic there to make it into this room, but doesn't have the distance, gets hit through the pallet. Not even on the pallet, so no one able to pressure that either. And that will be the second stage coming through onto the magic now. The gen pressure is starting to mount, as that's what happens with this slow playstyle that Tritic's going for. Needs fast hits, fast injuries to make it worth it. And so far has only really got some good work on the magic, but does get a tag on Arima here. Caught in a pretty rough spot in the courtyard, so maybe going down.
Continue W keying over there and catches Ghostface off guard. We see another generator popping for survivors. Very nice.
Just this courtyard, it is definitely not a bad place to chase, but not the strongest either, as Tritic doesn't get the swing there either. Makes it over to this pallet as well, and this chase is starting to get into a scary territory for Tritic. Obviously now in the double loop pallet, so always interesting to see how survivors play this one.
Yeah, for real.
Third gen popping.
Oh, barely misses here. Nice.
Yeah. This is starting to swing heavily in Ariandel's favor. Hardwell comes through with the tag. Sticking on Arima though.
And unfortunately doesn't have any stock on any of the survivors besides the ace here. So we'll see. Oh, okay, does get some on Hardwell here. Very nice.
Finds the magic, so Ariandel's survivors kind of appearing out of nowhere. But Tritic's just not getting enough to make up for this more passive playstyle, really. So this gen pressure is building every second that he's not getting downs. Does have 3 survivors stalked, so is gonna need something big here with popping 2 of them. We see the play with the food value just got such a big speed boost there. We'll take the hook onto Excise.
And still gets that
Not
one stack
fine.
of playing with your food too, which is very nice here, of course.
Yeah. He's still though 3 stages with 1 gen left. Does have our painters coming through. And to be fair, Tritic has some really good information this entire game. Like, has never had much downtime of not knowing where anyone is.
And they are on this last generator here. We do see that Ada
Yeah.
is being chased here and is on death hook. This would be
The
very
magic's
good
not
for
a
him.
painter, so I think that gen will pop.
Oh wow!
Excise comes through with the tag. And there, you see, they're already set up on gates. Excise is more stages, so I think
Oh, adrenaline coming in.
adrenaline. Yeah, this is getting very scary now for Tritic. Only 3 stages. Knows about Magic and Excise, the 2 survivors that aren't fresh. And realistically, Tritic needs a fresh kill here to get a decent result at all. I don't think he will. Excise is kind of trapped. But the other 3 comfortably at the gates, resetting. And Lamazic gets it just in time. Do they make it?
Oh, barely misses
do.
here. Barely. Oh wow. This is
was
gonna
centimeters,
be a
that's full
hard
out.
win con. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. This is wow. Ariandel just coming in crazy here. This is gonna be very interesting because, like I said, you know, with the win con here, they could just let them sit on the hook. It doesn't matter. Oh my God, I don't know, man. We'll see, guys, as we get set up for the next game here. Good to go.
We are back with the final game of this matchup between Zero Practice and Ariandel. Of course, in that last game, just a great performance from the Ariandel survivors. IPIC needing a grand total of 4 stages to get the win con, so it's definitely going to be a difficult task for Zero Practice and the survivors. Going to need an amazing early game, that's for sure. And Kurzeb is currently tasked with performing that. Does a nice job so far with that pallet around the beds. An early ruin cleanse once again. In almost all of the games, these hex perks have done very minimal. Getting cleansed early.
We saw in that one game with the Skull Merchant that both totems were cleansed within the first 60 seconds of the match, which gave no value. But we'll see here. The win con for Ariandel here is just they're gonna have to get, what is it, 4 hook states and they win the set, or
4 stages, yes.
yeah, 4 stages and they win a set here. So there's really not much pressure here. The pressure is going to be on Zero Practice. But let's see how they continue to play here. Honestly, you never know here. You really don't.
And some nice stalk now on Sayora as well. IPIC is playing it slow, so maybe he's not trusting the chase playstyle, which this is the way that Tritic did play. And we saw how that turned out, so we'll see if IPIC can do a stronger job of it. Getting some decent early stalk around on the survivors. But we do hear upstairs some good pressure on that generator. And getting some stalk on her this time. Finds Zycy in the area, which is a lucky find for Zero Practice, honestly, because they're the only one not 99 on the stalk, so if it was anyone else, it would have been a rough situation. But now with everyone high stalk, IPIC is gonna have to commit for something here, and it looks like it's gonna be Zycy trying to force the pallets down before they get the power back. Zycy is able to make out of the room though, which is very good, honestly, but
wow,
gets caught on the drop down. So that is going to be the first down.
Got our first generator popping here.
In the bathroom area as well, so it's going to be a tough unhook if Zero Practice do decide to go for it. And it looks like 2 survivors are making their way over there.
Because we know how
So
unsafe the
looking-
bathroom is too.
Yeah, with that one pallet, but even when you've dropped it, you've got to be mad on the mind games to manage to make out of there.
As we see the killer here just chilling around, waiting for somebody to go for unhook here. They can literally secure this, so I'm pretty sure the survivors here are just going to stay on generators and try to pop another 3, which if they do let him secure the death hook and they pop another 3 generators here, it's still winnable here. It's not impossible, but we will see.
For sure. But Zycy is staying around the area, but hiding like that, I believe Zycy's unhook meter is going to be rising, so although IPIC's not visible to Zycy, Zycy still knows that they're there and can combat to the team. So obviously they're not going to go for the save.
Second stage already coming in here with 4 generators left. This isn't looking good. They only need a little bit more. And as we can see, the Felix here is already stuck. So if they get this down and they get the hook here, oh, it's going to be over with. Oh, wow.
Ooh. And playing greedy on the pallet, it almost paid off. But does get hit through it, finally.
Can't be playing greedy in these kind of win cons here, man. Especially when you're 1 hit.
Well, you say that, but with this tough of a win con, you have to play risky. So.
Right, I know what you mean exactly. It can go back both ways, but here it bites them back because now he goes down quickly here, and we're already at a tie here. If he can just secure another stage here, it's a GG's.
Yeah, now onto Sayora.
Let's see.
And this tile, not the greatest, does have the window, but now caught on the outside, will be going down. That's going to be the 4th stage, actually. Zycy must have gone second stage. I didn't notice that, but
Yep.
that's gonna secure it actually. Assuming iPick does make it to a hook, which is just gonna go back. Maybe didn't want to risk going for that further one. But yeah, that secures it for Ariandel.
Yep, they do move
They
on.
are gonna go through to the semi-finals.
Yep.
So it's just getting caught off guard there on the drop down. So
They will face the winners of was Team Scenic versus Team Elysium. Whoever wins that, they will be facing them in the semifinals here.
yeah, some big matchups coming in the late stages now.
Ow.
I'm very excited to see.
It's not over for Zero Practice. They do move down to the losers bracket, but they still have a chance to come back here. It's not over yet.
I will say, I would not be surprised to see this be the finals matchup. They're two very strong teams. And before this game, Zero Practice had not lost a set. So that just proves how strong of a team they are. And give credit to Ariandel coming in and
Yeah.
really
proving
putting on a
themselves.
fight. Yeah. And now this gets the wink on it. It's looking like he's going to get it comfortably as well. Two hooks right next to each other. Maybe even looking out to finish it off with a 4K.
We see Zycy coming in for the on-hook here. And Kizarep is going to be on a gen that's about to pop here. I mean, you got to give it up to them. They played really hard here, fought really well, but they were just able to, on the Survivor set of the first game, they were just able to maximize their efficiency here. Very good, you know, positioning and just a phenomenal gameplay here, and it was made it very easy for Ariandel's killer here. No pressure whatsoever coming in.
Yeah, the first two sets were really close. And then this one has been kind of a blowout for Ariandel. Just on the Survivor side, their gem pressure was so good and didn't give Tritrick enough tags, enough stalk to really build on anything. And now iPick coming through and playing a similar playstyle to Tritrick, but just getting the downs, getting enough stalk consistently. Which, to be fair, Tritrick, he got a lot of stalk in the early game, but after then wasn't using it too much. Then iPick's been using stalk all game.
Now we do, guys, don't forget, everybody that's here, we do have a game at 8 p.m. It is the losers bracket, but it is going to be against, Loyalty versus Echoes here. So don't forget about that, guys, and we appreciate everybody that's here. And let's see how they continue on with this match here. Ada giving them the nod. Let's see if Survivors are working on that last generator. Oh, wow, barely any progression here. And, 3 death hooks, too, wow.
Yeah, because is a painless, so that minimal pressure is gonna be completely evaporated, you'd think. But as you see, painless has not really been used much. Only one stack so far. iPick going for the second clearly after skipping that hook. But even without many painless usages, he's just putting on a really good performance. And those two gens in the courtyard are very nice as well. Doesn't have to move too much to know anything about them. It's actually a pretty tight setup, to be fair, that Zero Practice are going to have to try force their way through. A lot of pressure onto that one, though.
Remember, it's coming in.
Enough to make it to the tile. But it's a pretty tough one to play. See if Sarah is able to win these mind games. It is so far. Done a nice job of it. Going back to this other tile. Sayori's done really well in this chase, to be fair. Been patient on the pallet that time. And just connecting these two rooms together perfectly. Now is trying to attempt to go to this room. Does have the distance to make it to this pallet in the corner.
Very nice loops here from the detective tab.
Yeah. Able to avoid the swings. And Zero Practice may be out of this one, but still want to put on a show, prove that they're not going down lightly. I'm pretty sure we saw someone set up.
Yeah, they were getting set up.
I saw them as well. And yeah. Some nice sportsmanship between the two teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, even though Zero Practice did lose, not being salty about it, taking it well. And I'm sure these two teams know each other pretty well, being the two dominant teams in Russia. So, no bad blood between them, I imagine.
Right. Yeah. And I just love how they. That was great to see that, honestly. Everybody is on death mode. Well, no, there's only 2 left. My bad. Last generator does pop.
Does pop, so we might be seeing outs. Zycy also doing a good job in the chases, but does go down on that window vault finally. Yeah, and Ipic just taking the hook, happy to let Kurzep leave, finish this one off, and it was very strong performances from both teams.
Alrighty, GG's guys. For everybody that's watching, we do appreciate you guys being here. If you guys haven't already, !YT, show some support on YouTube. It helps us in the future for bigger tournaments. If you haven't joined the Discord, !Discord, check the pinned comment. We are currently doing signups for our $1,000 tournament, and we will be live in about 3 hours for our game with Loyalty versus Echoes in the losers bracket round 3. And like we said, we do appreciate everybody, and remember, you do matter.